Yo, what's up? We back with another edition of the best podcast you never heard of, the Conceited Nobody. Music, stop playing. This is episode 156. We are definitely in the building. You already know who I am. This is LeslieJones, a.k.a. Heartthrob Harrison, a.k.a. the Fan of Facts. I've been leaving that off lately. A.k.a. Dark Skin Thanos, a.k.a. the Commodity. Fuck that. Sometimes I got to do it for myself. Give myself a breath around the nice warm. I'm bashful. Stop that shit. To my right, we got the man with the master plan, the man who always make it happen. Renaissance motherfucking Juvie, a.k.a. Pookie. We about to start exposing the world of Pookie, goddamn.
Yes, sir.
The Pookie comeback. We're going to get us some Pookie Shuffle shirts.
The Pookie Shuffle.
Fuck the Ali Shuffle. No disrespect to the all-time great. You got to get you a Pookie Shuffle move, man. We got to get there. We got to brand that shit, the Pookie Shuffle. How you feeling today?
Man, feeling good, man. Man, I got a few days of rest. Still working out, so it's like, shit, I'm a little tired, but, I'm ready to scrap.
Ready to beat somebody up.
Yeah, that's all I got. It's like, you get a camp, like as a fighter, like you start feeling real aggressive at one point where it's like, I'm about to unleash this shit on somebody. So hell yeah, I can't wait, man, to perform in front of everybody. So y'all, what I've been working on. So that's what I've been looking forward to.
What's the biggest thing you've been working on since you got back in the gym? Like pre-accident Juvie to this Juvie, what's changed the most for you in the boxing ring?
Man, just really getting my groove back, dancing, being able to dance and move the whole time, and just like doing unordinary shit. Like when I was at camp with my homie Marquise, he was like, man, like, he said, man, he'd be like, man, drop your head, do stuff like this, go 3 hooks from this side, then dip off to the left. He said, just do shit motherfuckers not doing.
Unorthodox shit.
It's like, man, you athletic, you slick, you fast, like, man, get in the groove and just be, get in there and just, be yourself, like, put on a show, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm getting back, having fun with it and then being in shape. So if I'm having fun and I can go 12, like if I'm not gonna get tired, cause I'm at the point now, it's like I can fight somebody for 3. I know how to control my breathing and stuff,
yeah.
So I can blow my load in the first half of the round.
I ain't gonna say about that. I know exactly what you mean.
You can fight in spurts.
Yeah.
Kind of like when Sugar Ray Leonard was telling dude in that one fight to tell him when it was 30 seconds in the last round.
Against Marvelous Marvin. Yeah. Well, I want to ask you. I lost my fucking. You familiar with Emmanuel Augustus or Emmanuel Burton before he became Emmanuel Augustus?
I want to say I am.
Check him out. We get off here. Like, he didn't like become big time, but he had a decent run. At one point, Floyd was saying that was his toughest fight ever. Yeah. He bust Floyd's nose and everything. Take the nigga out. If you want to see somebody who's just out there fluid, it's almost to the point like, nigga, quit bullshitting. But he was just going straight off his athletic ability. Super fucking entertaining. Check that shit out, though. To my left, we got the other man. Like, if Juvie come with half the plan, he come with the other plan, then I'll take credit for it. Go. Fuck that. You know how Jason do, goddammit. Go. Bring it in.
It's your boy Jason Ritchie, a.k.a. Vanessa Williams, a.k.a. Simi the Cash, a.k.a. Tezito to the Latino people, a.k.a. I'm comedian Jason Ritchie also. You can follow me on all social media at GoJasonR. If you didn't know, I have a YouTube page as well at GoJasonR. I do comedy videos also. Apparently, a lot of people didn't know. I do that. But yeah,
let that be known, man.
Yeah, I felt like real stupid because I thought people like look up people like on Google or YouTube when they first find out. Like, oh, you do a little comedy? Let me see a little comedy.
You gotta dig a little bit.
Yeah, and then but they don't do that apparently. So I'm like, hey,
Jason thought he was famous to just randomly get Googled.
Nah, you know what? I Google and I damn near research everything. So I guess that's why I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, everybody, don't do that.
What's the weirdest shit you ever Googled? If you were able to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, cause I'll be Googling all kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to even get into other proxy. Like, this is my first time really trying to get into other servers and shit. Like, when you talk about that one service, now I'm getting into other shit. But
You talking about the DuckDuckGo?
The black market.
Yeah, he's fucked up. You really gotta get off Google and shit to go find some.
Man,
Google's so fucking censored.
Hey,
like,
Google censored as fuck. When I say that, because
Yeah,
certain shit you look up, they'll put what they deem reputable sources for. Yeah, it's fucked up. Well,
it's all damn tainted.
Yeah, we definitely about. Hey, a motherfucker said y'all be seeing the fact checker shit.
Mm-hmm.
They said motherfuckers ain't start having fact checkers till you start calling out their lies. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't say shit without, if you say anything about COVID and shit, they'll put a disclaimer on your post and shit about COVID.
Oh, they definitely will.
That shit is crazy.
Is that why they
don't even let it come close? Like,
So
you can hit the
like,
key words, you gonna get flagged. You like, why you say nothing about COVID?
He's like, that's like your parents be like, you calling me a lie?
That's exactly what
ain't no
the
fact
fuck
checkers, nigga.
That's exactly what the fuck is.
Shit, my shit is word is bond.
What we got on deck, man? We got a fantastic show on tap. This is episode 156. We're gonna recap some Snowfall, the latest episode. We're gonna talk about Coming to America. We're gonna dive into Daiquiri or Dakota. I know y'all ain't Cowboy fans like I am, so we won't fuck with it too long. We'll talk about Dakota, Prescott's new contract.
You wanna know why it's controversy?
We're gonna definitely talk about that. We're gonna recap. We're gonna talk a little bit about Biggie, the Notorious Big. Today is the 24-year anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. What's 2021 minus 1997?
Man,
that's about 24 years.
I don't know, man.
3. He's been gone for a quarter century. That's
quite some time.
We're gonna talk about Papa John, his struggle with getting rid of the quote unquote N-word. This nigga struggling.
He can't get right.
Hey, when you've been saying it your whole life. We also gonna talk about the Under Attack, Dr. Seuss, and Mr. Potato Head. He both were under attack. But first though, man, let's kick this off, man. I think we're gonna start kicking this off with our Snowfall recap. Did you see the last one?
Yeah, I saw the last one.
I'm not gonna kick this one off because I feel like what you thought about it?
I don't know. I think that was like one of them filler episodes. I don't know. Like,
only the third one. The filler on the third one.
I was like, what am I watching? I don't know. I felt like an idiot. So I felt like maybe I missed something again.
Yeah.
And I was the only one who just did. I took it in for what it was. Yeah. But I was like, why now? Why this? I don't know. Like,
what exactly confused you? Like, where do you feel lost at?
I feel you.
It was like
I don't really know how to explain where I'm lost at either, because it's like I know what the fuck is going on, but at the same time I don't. And there's a lot of answers that I need answered that I really don't know.
I think that's what it's doing.
You know what I
like,
mean?
I think it's setting up a lot of like, all right, I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Type shit. So I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Well,
but the whole Fed situation.
But it's making me want to go back and rewatch that shit 30 times.
Yeah, I'm like, did I miss something in the first two?
Like, I know I knew what the fuck going on. It's like,
I gotta go back to the last season.
You know, like,
okay, I'm not crazy.
All right, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what the fuck I thought. I think we seen the end of Snowfall as a high-level credible show. They are not explaining shit. I actually don't know where the fuck we at. I don't know how long Franklin was down. If y'all can tell me exactly how much time transpired and shit, maybe I can know what the fuck is going on. I don't know how long Reed been out here with Rey Mysterio. I don't know how long this relationship has been going on. I don't know how the fuck we got here. What I am very, very disappointed in is this was a shit show episode. And I go far. What I start this shit off with right here is some of the key things I had discussed with. One is how Reed revealed to Rey Mysterio that he's the police, that he's the fucking CIA operative. Where they let him go, they going to avenge his cousin and shit. They kidnap him. They abduct him, and then he like, hey nigga, I'm the police. So by proxy, you the police with me. Great, nigga. Can you imagine if that's how you get introduced to snitching? Like an accidental snitch? You accidental? I don't like that shit. I didn't like how they did the cowboy shit where they go shoot the other police, where they flushed them out. The shit is becoming over. The shit look like some motherfucking 48-hour shit. Yeah. It look like some 80s buddy comedy type shit, you know what I'm saying, with some Lethal Weapon. And y'all flushing these motherfuckers out. It's not making sense. Y'all out here killing the police, and y'all able to do it because y'all the police. Which is not too far-fetched, especially in that cowboy era where it wasn't so much a big media or things like that. That's one thing I had an issue with. The second thing is how the policeman who all of a sudden got mad at Franklin and came threatening his father at his job. He was the black dude's the old girl's father who got killed. He was his partner. If y'all remember back in last season when he started working with Franklin at first, he was like, I don't give a fuck about him. I'm just trying to get my money.
Right.
Remember that?
Right.
So now you take his mother from fucking What's Happening looking at his mama with that big goofy wig. You take her to the graveyard and scare the shit out of her and say he killed a good man. Yeah. Now you care about the nigga. That's one. Yeah. That's the other thing. I mean, it's just the character's not consistent, but this is my biggest gripe. My second biggest gripe. My second biggest gripe is how they trying to make Franklin into a fucking villain. Yeah, I don't like how he did that predatory shit with the black people at the bookstore. It's totally fucking out of Franklin's character. I don't know if y'all trying to make him an unsympathetic character, because up until this point, he's being a sympathetic character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A young man growing up in the hood who stumbled up on some dope, got manipulated by the feds, the Israeli seditious motherfucker, what's his name, Avi. Up until now, Franklin he's been made some questionable decisions dealing with Leon.
He even felt bad about selling the dope for a minute because he's seeing everybody turn the crackheads around
on everything, and now you got him out here stealing from these motherfuckers, and it's all that fuck you no matter what, we gonna get it, and your mama influenced it.
It seemed like it's like they played up the mama being like, hey, we about to get this money from. Yeah, I get that part, but it's like they all the way gone. And
who's the moral compass of the family?
Shit, it seemed like the daddy that went to
jail. You see how they minimize his ass though? How he like, why the fuck are we doing this? But she like, let's go get this shit, and he's following his mama lead, which he's a mama's boy, he was raised by her, but I definitely take issue with the way they taking Franklin. That's not. It's no redemption for that.
It gotta make. Look, how many episodes in the season? What was last season?
I'm kind of hoping it's only 5. Man, no, I hope I'm wrong.
If it was 10, I hope it makes sense by 5. Well, I'm gonna let it go.
Damn, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the worst part for me though. When I looked at the credits at the end and I saw who wrote the episode, broke my fucking heart.
I didn't catch that.
Walter motherfucking Mosley. I don't know if y'all familiar with Walter Mosley. Walter Mosley, one of the greatest fucking writers ever. He's responsible for Ezekiel Easy Rawlins. For y'all who not familiar, this is where they get the story of Devil in Blue Dress, which Denzel played in. The movie was shit compared to the book. It's a series. Walter Mosley is a great writer. He wrote Always Outnumbered, Always Outgunned with Socrates Forlow. He's an incredible writer. When I saw that he wrote this episode, I was flabbergasted. I've never been so fucking disappointed ever. On a scale of 1 to 10, I honestly give this episode a fucking flat 4. It was a shit show. I definitely.
I don't like what they doing with Franklin, man.
Yeah,
like, that's my biggest complaint is what they doing with Franklin.
Definitely.
It's like, what the fuck is
I say I'm gonna give up on the 5th one, but I'm already invested, and I got to see this out.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I'm in the car till it crashed.
On everything.
I ain't getting out this motherfucker.
You had a good.
We gonna see. We gonna fucking see.
Hey, I'm looking. Hey, listen, man. I was hoping that this shit did not die with John Singleton.
I feel like with this, it's
I
like
was hoping the same thing.
That too, but it's like I watched The Shy, and I was like, damn, like this shit over with. And they said they bringing it back. I was like, oh my god, this is a complete shit show. It was great for 2 seasons, and then there was some Me Too type shit that happened with the guy that played Eazy-E in the movie, and then they had to kill everybody off, because they had to get rid of him. So it was just like, oh my god, this is the same type of thing. I'm like, damn, is they about to have to kill everybody because Singleton had passed away like y'all said?
I am definitely disappointed. I hope that they can bring this back. Cause the crash it wasn't even gradual. I was hoping that the first 2 episodes, some of the inconsistencies I seen, again for me it's the pacing. Y'all not explaining things in detail. This is a television show where you have an ample amount of time to explain shit, man, and it's a season. You know what I'm saying? It's not a movie and shit. Y'all have time to develop these characters. I just don't know. Where do you go from here? The neighborhood ain't gonna be fucking with you in a minute. Another thing, I don't like how Leon ex-girl, she out here just looking in the mirror, tooth falling out. You know what I'm saying? Mouth bleeding. Bitch, this is what got you worried. You know what I'm saying?
3 seasons?
Yeah. You got some good teeth before you start smoking crack.
This is the point. This is the breaking point right here.
Hey, she looked in the mirror and shit. She looked at them on the couch like, y'all worse crackheads than me. What's wrong with y'all? She said, there's levels to this shit.
Y'all still got teeth. It was all good last week.
On everything. Hey man, listen, I don't.
This one of them episodes where if they could turn this show around, they the coldest niggas ever.
Hey man, listen, I definitely think that first off, I think they should reach out to Freeway Ricky, wave the white flag, say we need you. We need you, little D, one of those dope dealers from that era and shit, because we don't know what. Walter Mosley ain't never sold no fucking crack. Walter Mosley, like 80 fucking years old. Walter Mosley writes stories about 1940s PIs and shit, you know what I'm saying? Some of that noir shit. Y'all gotta do better on the writers and shit. I wasn't in the 80s, but I've listened to enough rap albums to know that that's not how things were going. And I could offer my consulting. What else we got? I'm definitely going to say, fuck it, we gonna review shit. Jackson, did you see Coming to America?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I attempted to watch the movie 3 times. I fell asleep 3 times. I'm not saying that's any indication of the movie. I'm just saying that I was tired when I watched it, so that's why I didn't finish it. However, I watched enough to formulate an opinion.
How much did you watch? Half of it.
And but going into it, it's all about the mindset going into it.
I watched up until when he met the mom.
Yeah, and I'm like, it was the mindset.
Yeah.
It was just the mindset going into it. You had to know, like, this not going to be nothing close to the first one, and people just want to see them characters again. So, let's just watch this shit and see what you can, because you can't do a 30-year later sequel or nothing. You can't do that.
From your half-time view, did you?
It was just like a nostalgia fest. Like, that's really what it was. It was just like, remember this, y'all? This what y'all been saying y'all want to see for so long. I was surprised that Amazon produced this. They produced it through Amazon Studios. I was like, what? This a bigger ticket item. You know what I'm saying?
No, you right. No, I can see that now that you said that.
That's one of the
Who
studios
produced
anyway.
it because of the like the visual, how they grab like the camera for first of all, the camera they use, and then the visual aspect. As far as everything else, like they had a big production, probably a lot of money because obviously you look at the setup and all the shit that they did, but the camera and then it's the visual aspect. I think they kind of fucked up right there.
Yeah, it was like, it just seemed bigger than Amazon. I thought it would have been like, nope, HBO Max.
Amazon is huge.
Nothing else.
Creativity, the visual, you know what I'm saying? Like the vision.
And it ain't no
like with the camera, you know, like how certain movies got that look to it.
Yeah.
So if they took the certain look away from it, now it just look, you don't know. Can't really explain. You know,
you said lost its luster.
We fuck with cameras enough to where it's like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just the grain or the effects, whatever the fuck you just did to it.
Now Amazon the way, man, to release some shit like that, but I just like it's kind of tears to me.
Netflix.
Yeah, like I don't know.
That's like going to the mall with a lot of money and you ain't got no sauce. Like you don't know how to dress for real. You just going to go buy your Gucci belt, you go buy your friends, whatever the pants they wearing, whatever you feel.
I just like what I like.
Yeah.
Fuck Kenya Barris for this shit show script. King Bears wrote this shit. That shit fucked me up. I'm like, hold on, this nigga good for 30 minutes or, 20 minutes, a goofiness. No substance. First off, you don't come into America for heavy substance.
They try to make, I think they're trying to make jokes, my bad. I think they're trying to make jokes and just like social issues.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucked up.
Make all the characters relevant to now.
I just think it was crammed in, pause.
Yeah,
it was a reach.
I did a review of it. I first off, by far the first was a classic. I'm not gonna delve too much into this. I'll just say I was disappointed. I think they was just I was watching, they had so many guest appearances. I had no idea what Morgan Freeman was narrating James Earl Jones' funeral.
He was like, I was supposed to be in the original one.
Him, they had Rick Ross over there looking dumb as fuck. Rick Ross was on there. I think they filmed most of it in his crib or some of his house. You had to let the nigga walk in the bathroom one time. They had fucking Sgt. Pepper on here, Invo. Man, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I low key, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. Since I was in bed watching it, I halfway expected you and Javar to walk out there. I said it. I like, where's Javar and Jason at, goddammit? I said, who's next?
And to your point, I want to say something positive about the movie.
Go ahead.
On that same way.
You can fucking find
that's the only thing I can say about the movie for sure. Eddie Murphy the GOAT for this reason. And not nothing else outside of this. He assembled a production that would pretty much put all these black people on.
He said he didn't want white people in
there. Good, nigga.
Fuck him. That's why Louis Anderson was
that's why I'm like, that's the most. I was like, you know what? On that wave, he employed all these people. It was good for, like, it was just good for black people in industry. Nah, for real, it was like in the Hollywood industry. Because they not gonna make no shit like this again, because Black Panther is dead, so it ain't finna be no another movie outside of Black Panther that's like this.
Black Panther don't count. That's a fucking Disney movie.
But it was a lot of white people.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying
I agree.
And top tier names and like it came out to be like maybe a death at a funeral.
What top tier names? Fuck that, cause it's RCO top tier.
Look, think about this.
Outside Eddie Murphy, was top tier.
Nigga, think about this. Who really top tier now?
Hold on. Outside Eddie Murphy, who was top tier?
Nigga, you said Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman ain't.
James Earl Jones.
Man, them motherfuckers.
It's just
we talking about Star Wars and Shawshank.
We just talking about the classic black people that you ain't never about to see no more after this movie.
I can't argue against Morgan Freeman and James Earl. So
and then they try to make it relevant, like we said. So they brought in some newer people, and we was like, "Why?
How much would you charge to fuck Leslie Jones? How much would you charge to fuck her?
You said charge to fuck her.
Yeah.
Nah. You know what? I'm a man, so I'm gonna do it for free.
You don't put that on me. You don't make that like that's a man thing. That's a Jason thing. You didn't know who she was. How would you charge her, Juve? Like niggas that fuck worse for less. No, who you know fuck something worse than Leslie Jones?
Man, nigga, what?
That's one of them ones.
Hold on, that's
the dope man's fucking the crackhead every day.
I've never seen a crackhead with bloody teeth look worse than that.
Man, that's one of them ones.
Come on, man. No, fuck that. She about 6'12" too. So, put that shit out there.
So nigga,
so you hit her for free.
I'm just
Jason knows she a comedian. He might have mixed it up with her one time. Yeah. Man,
I'm not saying like, nigga, you acting like, don't get into it. It's like, I'm gonna fuck her.
Not like that, but you know.
How much you charge to fuck that?
Hey, that's one of them things.
You acting like it was precious.
It ain't far away.
I'm just saying.
It's just somebody stretch Precious out. So a giant did Precious like this.
Alright, now which one you finna do then?
Wait a minute, nigga. One question at a time. One tragedy at a time, nigga. One tragedy at a fucking time.
This is not the worst. This is not the worst.
You hit something worse than this?
I didn't say I have.
No, well, we talking about you, nigga. Man, listen.
I was picking for people.
I'm gonna tell you though, man. She. I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm just like harping on her or whatever and shit. But for the sake of conversation, she look like shit. And would you like? And what I don't like about her, she let herself be pushed to. Man, fuck this shit, man. Look, Jason.
Look, man, she old as hell.
She looked like the bad.
She like damn near 60.
You talking about 60? She looked like this when she was 6.
Look, man, and
listen, man, I'm gonna say she like that. She like that angle. That what?
Like they let them push her. That's what you about to say. They let them push that narrative on herself.
Like she
she look like a strong black woman.
No, she like a strong black man who want to be a woman. But look, I'm be honest with you, man. She like that mean gorilla on Planet of the Apes. The one that they act like was bad for wanting to fight for his freedom. That's what LeslieJones looked like. But I don't know. Caesar was a real nigga. I didn't like how they made her over sexualized. You know what I'm saying? That shit was so fucking backwards. She jumped on him and she raped him. Where we in this B2 era had that been a man playing that role on some date rape. The shit she did got Bill Cosby locked up.
Real shit.
Whole time.
But they just had to make it make sense.
But I'm gonna say this, gonna be done with it, man. It was a feminist ass movie. That's what the whole thing was. Where they want to usurp the authority of men. I don't want to go too deep into it tonight, though.
One of my things, my first thing that I first pointed out to me, it stood out to me was when he lost that little sparring match to all his daughters. And then
on everything, that shit stood out to me.
Me too. On that, look at you, surrendering to the something of surrendering to the power of the women or some shit like that. He said to the women. Send her into the power of the woman of your life or some shit like that. And I'm like, they already started.
Hey, but it took 3.
Don't worry, it took 3 though.
It took 3. They had to put that shit in perspective, like. But yeah.
A little subliminal shit.
Yeah. Real shit though. I picked up on that too though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey man, listen.
I don't even look for shit like that.
I don't. When you astute to it, man, you ain't gotta look for it no more. This shit be so fucking obvious. But I'm gonna tell you the thing that was the most egregious thing. Shout out to LeslieJones for making fun of it, but that wasn't the worst thing in the movie. The worst thing in the movie was when Nino Brown's lace front wig. G Money didn't die for this. G Money didn't die for this.
Or was it dude from Power Wig? The son.
Why niggas? I don't want to be in the movie. As a credible artist and also side, a credible artist, man, you should not want to play a role like that. That's just going totally fucking backwards. Just to sit next to Eddie Murphy and shit and laugh. Rodney did it so bad. I mean, it was a shit show. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give that shit a fucking 2.5. I knew it was shit within 30 minutes. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I had my expectations up.
Definitely.
My expectations. I mean, because even going back and shit, and you think about all the feminism in part 1, this nigga go get a hood bitch from Queens and she run and talk. How you gonna be talking shit to me? I'm King is Amanda. I say you from a McDowell's legacy. You get to see lions every day walk across your yard.
But you lie.
You got huh?
But you lie.
What you lie about?
About being a king. Bitch, we all kings.
What we got next, man? Shout out to Dak Prescott. He got that huge contract.
Finally.
Somebody else got a contract. On the other hand, why you just said that?
Who that?
Dallas. Cowboys?
Talking about that?
Oh, that's what you saying?
Yeah,
I thought you was talking about the movie.
He thought you said that.
Yeah,
He said no, that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dak.
That damn Dak.
But yeah, Dak got that. What was it? 140. He got a lot of money.
160.
Between 130.
What was the guarantee? He had a hell of a guarantee.
You said 60?
It was 60 for a year.
140.
Yeah, he got one of the biggest guarantees.
126 guaranteed.
Guaranteed, nigga. I just quit today. But no, they mad though. They don't feel like he earned the contract, which I don't understand. Like what?
They just late with that. What it is, the money just came late.
Yeah.
Because he definitely showed that he was a valuable quarterback early, but he just now his foot backwards. And they like, nigga, no, nigga, can he throw backwards?
They been saying that shit for big franchising last year. He had put in the franchise tender. But this is what people don't understand, and I hate when people make gripes about how much money anybody makes, whether it be an athlete or whatever. They generate billions of dollars. The owners are trying to stay under a salary cap. It's not like, how do we qualify what somebody's earned? especially from a fucking seat. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't sit here and talk about who earned what.
That boy good too.
Yeah, he good. It's relative. We in a capitalistic society and shit where this is what you do. You maximize your potential. Anybody saying anything adverse to him, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, any dudes go out there and risk their life playing football.
For real.
Juvie, no, he fucking fight for a living. Juvie underpaid. You go out there as a fighter, like how much is your fucking brain cells worth? Like
That's
you out here, it's a warrior sport.
Man.
These dudes got here risk their lives, risk their health every time. So I don't understand we had the audacity to complain. I just wish somebody would get on the internet and complain about how much money I make. Advocate for me. You know what I'm saying?
Give me a Kickstarter.
On everything. Shout out to the fucking 2016 reference, 2014, 13 Kickstarter.
Well, go fund it. Sorry.
Up. Definitely.
Go fund it.
Funeral money. But shout out to Dak, man. I hope the Cowboys can finally turn things around. There's going to be a tremendous amount of pressure on him to live up to that contract. 24 years ago today, as Cannabis said, the greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th, according to him, Christopher Wallace. One of my favorite rappers ever, definitely in my top 5. Life After Death is definitely one of my top 5 fucking CDs ever.
Yeah.
Some of the most incredible fucking storytelling, production, combination of street music to commercial shit. It is an incredible album, back to back. You can quote shit. I think my most favorite chorus or hook in hip hop history is off Niggas Bleed. The most profound shit. Niggas bleed like us. Picture me being scared of a nigga that breathed the same air as me. Niggas bleed just like us. Picture me being shook. We can both pull burners, make the motherfucking beef cook. That shit was fucking incredible. The killed his baby mother brother, slit his throat. I can go all day with quotes on this motherfucker from the intro and shit. Puffy on their fake sad. One of the greatest.
14 tracks on that motherfucker?
Is it? It's only 14. What's beef is some of the most. Beef is when you make your enemy start your Jeep. Beef is when you rolling on less than 30 deep.
That was a long joint.
There's somebody sitting in the crib dreaming about Learjets and Coops, the way Salt shoots and how to sell records like Snoop. Oops, I'm interrupted by a door.
You talking Life After Death?
352.
Yeah.
This somebody got to die. This shit is fucking incredible. What you say?
No, that had some hits on that.
Hits, and not just hits, but I'm talking about incredible ass lyrics. The dude was
that wasn't singles.
Only fucking 25 when he passed.
That's crazy.
This shit's fucking crazy. Definitely one of the greatest rappers. Every year we talk about him and Tupac when they passed and shit. Rappers who definitely get to reach their peak, but we talk about them today and shit like they live today as 100. Your favorite Biggie song, if you have any?
Favorite Biggie song, man. See, like when you say that, like then all this like it's like a DJ just started spinning all this shit fast through your head, man.
Just anyone you like, not even favorite.
It's bound and biggie. It's
bound and dangerous. Ain't too late getting back with us. Ain't us notorious. Stop that nigga that love the bus is straight to us. Y'all niggas be scribbling.
Shit, man.
Up and through with bandolins and violins. We just hit there trying to win, trying not to see. Even this shit, a little bar he had on that Brooklyn's Finals with Jay-Z. Even if Faye had twins, if Faye had twins, she probably had 2 Pacs. Get it? 2 Pacs. The nigga was cold, man. Even his first album was a classic for me.
Yeah.
Has one of the best remixes ever.
Give me the loop.
Give me the loop. I'm a bad boy.
Give me the loop.
Oh yeah.
That's a montage song.
Motherfucker, I know that was him on both verses. It was him on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, definitely incredible MC. It's always sad when we think about how young they was and shit, but man, it's fortunate that they're able to live through their music.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd rather be here. Okay. He got lit up after the Soul Train Awards after party, 1997. I remember it was a Sunday. I woke up to St. Kurt Louder ruined my fucking Sunday morning with his fucking news. He got shot up, man. It's sad though, cause I was young, so these dudes was old to me. Now I'm old, and now they was young to me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy when you outlive the people that you admire coming up.
That's crazy.
Pop up motherfucking John. From one thug to another. From one nigga say it
I
to
was about to
another
say one
nigga.
nigga to another.
That shit funny as hell.
John wants to clear one thing. Wait, John wants to make one thing clear. Telling us it did take him 20 months to start saying the N-word. This was an update. But instead he spent that long time trying to get the media to stop tying it to him. Okay. Papa John, he had said what? What did he say? He said something about niggers.
Usually.
I'm talking about when he
say he trying to get it out of his vocabulary though.
y'all see the video?
Uh-uh.
He was like, what he say? That nigga said, a motherfucker said, man, he said, he was giving some kind of speech, and he was like, went into, you know, it's been hard, you know, like I've been working on removing the N-word from my vocabulary the last 20 or some shit, whatever the fuck.
20 months.
Say, yeah, 20 months.
He said though, they said they had called, he said nigger. I don't know how he said it, if he was like on his nigga. If he was on his, you know what I'm saying?
Colonel Sanders called blacks niggas.
He made chicken. He made chicken. That's the difference.
That's what he said.
You get a pass, hey nigga, here goes some chicken. That's what he said.
That's what
Papa John said.
It said
He snitched.
It said why Shatner previously admitted that he said Colonel Sanders called blacks niggers.
I mean, all y'all do. So,
I mean, we call
y'all just snitching on each other.
He said, and that's the colonel.
Hey, I mean,
He's a colonel.
At this point, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
What else y'all want to put up for the street?
That's
Candy Crunch.
That's the case. Then Master P is the colonel of the Gold and Platinum Tank.
Hey, but John Shatner, which is his real name, they said 2 years ago he got caught in a conference call saying nigga, and he said that he's from Indiana. Did y'all know that?
I think
He's from Indiana though, but he said that this fucked up. He said during a detailed conference and shit, he called in which he used the N-word and reflected on his early life in Indiana, where he said people used to drag African Americans from trucks until they died.
Beach Grove.
That's what this case out there like that. He said I used to lay in bed going, how did they do this? And we've had 3 goals in the last 20 months to get rid of this N-word in my vocabulary and dictionary and everything else because it's just not true. Figure out how they did this and get on with my life. He said, and just offering clarity from his position, he was saying that he was spending this last 20 months for them to get it away from him, from them identifying him as the nigger dealer.
So he gonna go to his farm and just sit there and say, I won't say it in public.
He just got
So, I just think that I low key kind of think this like the cynic in me just made me feel like, all right, COVID's over. So how do we get Papa John's pieces back high?
He was
Say
real
nigga on TV again, Papa.
He was one of the first people to go down to this social, you know what I'm saying, social justice type shit. This Me Too movement. He was one of the first people to get canceled in cancel culture. He was one of the first people, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Cause my life didn't get better because that nigga lost his job.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't get moral victories or shit like that. That's the most, I don't know, Jason. What?
I think this nigga look like Ray Liotta from.
I definitely think so. I definitely agree with that shit.
Good
Are y'all
fellas.
offended? How bad do
You
it
said am I
fuck?
offended?
How bad do it fuck with your daddy hear somebody call somebody nigga?
It really don't. Like, I wasn't surprised, and I'm like, damn, why y'all putting this nigga business out there? Honestly, like, that nigga probably be saying that shit all the time, like I'm saying it right now.
It's kind of like when you first hear your parents, your grandma cuss word when you little, like, I know she be cussing.
I knew they was in there fucking. Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, it's crazy how we are that attached to shit. You know what I'm saying?
They put
Like
people
that,
on pedestals.
I tell you, it's a nigger trigger. That's what I call it, the nigger trigger. It's like we've been conditioned to be triggered to the word nigger.
It was like, bro.
Niggas lose their mind if they hear about somebody.
Niggas probably like, man, I want some
you
Papa John.
thought he admired, you thought he really liked you before he said that shit.
I mean, that shit. And it's just that we conditioned to be bitches. Black men conditioned. I'm telling you, man, I just don't agree with niggas telling. I don't agree with black men getting called nigger going to a supervisor. I don't believe in that shit.
They don't put on social media. They don't put on social media.
Man, them niggas gonna record that shit and get on there and cry. You see, he called me a nigger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Say it again, Billy.
Say it again so I can hit your motherfucking ass.
On everything, be threatening shit. I'll beat your ass. I'll knock you out. I'm not my ancestors.
So I can incriminate myself.
I'm not my ancestors. You hear me? I'll get you. That old soft ass shit, man. These niggas is fucking fruitcakes. I don't understand niggas telling, man. If you that offended, hit him in the fucking mouth.
Who is the person of authority that you tell this shit to?
Who is the nigga police?
Yeah.
Who is the nigga police? Like, who
social
you go
media?
To? Yeah.
Is that what it is? That people, the perception?
All of those the fuck.
I'm trying to get it.
Have somebody ever told y'all when they got called a nigger, you don't have the right reaction? Man, you white boy racist, man, call me the N-word. I hate hearing niggas say N-word.
Yeah, like good.
That shit confusing. He said the N-word. What? He called you Nintendo? What the fuck is wrong with Mario? You know what I'm saying? Hey, a stupid nigga, what do you call him, a knife?
I ain't gonna look. I ain't gonna lie, like, and then and people tell me like they be around like white people who said nigga or whatever, or they say it in their presence. They be like, I don't let no white person say that shit. I'm like, you definitely not finna call me a nigga first of all, but I'm gonna tell you that's disrespectful like any other, like you call me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It might not come out straight like that, but the point is,
not about to come up to me in my face.
That's just a level of disrespect as a man, a human.
It's because you tested me. It's because you tested me. You know what I'm saying?
But
I'm not mad.
But if you tell me,
I understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like you telling me a story. I'm like, okay, you said nigga. I don't know why you feel like you had to say that.
So you and Quentin Tarantino talking.
And I'm like, my immediate thought is gonna be, I don't know why you felt like you had to say that shit while we was talking. Like, I know you say the shit at the crib, but like, you don't have to put that out there in front of me. Like, I say nigga, I don't, you know how I mean it. Like, don't do that. Like,
I don't think I'm that kind of person who a white person feel comfortable talking.
It's
like
the
that.
context, and I'm like, cause maybe because I'm a comedian, and I'm like I said, I observe and report. So I'm like, let me see where you going with this shit. Cause one of these niggas about to beat your ass probably, and I ain't gotta do nothing.
Even the ones I'm really cool with. Don't be like, you know what I mean? That's kind of like,
and it's like
you kind of feel like everybody said it, they was gonna say that shit. They still don't be comfortable to be like, hey, my nigga, man.
Nah, I ain't none of that.
Rapping anything, shit like that, it's just like,
it's just,
I don't give a fuck, shit, but it's like
respect, period. I think is what it is for me.
I don't want nobody to call me a shoe aggressively.
Right.
You fucking shoe. Who you want to fucking call a shoe, nigga?
I'm gonna be like, why you saying that? If they saying it, I'm gonna be like, why you saying that? Like,
I was just feeling
in my head, I'm thinking.
Bible cat.
Yeah. Come on, man. You gotta go with that B word. You stand for the BC shit, then you gonna be fucked up.
Call me BC.
It ain't no fucking big. Like, I'm finna go get Al Sharpton and them because these niggas said nigga at my job, and
I wouldn't even know how to respond to that shit. Nigga.
See,
like,
that's probably the response. Nigga.
He called me and I'll come to tell y'all I'll be here. Guess who gonna call the nigga at work today?
That's what I like.
I just don't, man. I know the triggers and shit, man. I would. It would set the tone though. It would set the tone. I know that I'm gonna take your wallet off your seat if I see your truck. I need some kind of fucking repercussions.
That's the shit I'll be to sit talk to your ass by the end of the day type shit. Like I probably initially walked away some shit, but I didn't walk through the hallway.
I'm going to put some sugar in this tank. Smoke girl shit.
Yeah,
passive aggressive.
This truck stop on the highway, you come walk.
These niggas.
You're not gonna do it like you somebody trying to help you. Yeah. So you holler at you up in it.
Now if you telling me, I ain't gonna lie. Me and Lance in LA, we used to ride around LA and fucking call white people niggers. We just yelled at like motherfuckers who was on the corner, the street corner. We'd be like, nigger! And they'd be like so fucking confused. And that shit was just so fucking, that shit was so fucking priceless. Like, I ain't gonna lie. So, like, if a white person came and told me about a nigga doing that to them, I would laugh.
Why are we so attached to that shit?
I would laugh at the story.
We the only one who die and shit we call shit.
They call me a nigger.
Niggas melt. Niggas melt, man. Nigga. That shit's paralyzing, man. That can stop all your that stop all your fucking motion, man. You having a good day, a good life, man. You great day at work. Somebody say, nigga, man.
You might want to talk about it to your wife, your kids, talk about
up
it.
all night, can't perform sexually and shit. Dick can't get hard.
Just don't sit with me.
But that comes from wanting that affection, though. Well, it comes from loving them too much. You know what I'm saying? You expect you hold them to a high ass standard. You just can't believe they had the audacity to call you the
That's funny, bro. I will laugh every time.
I start calling niggas the That nigga sick from the He got the
You got the ER.
Yeah. But in cancel culture continue, Dr. Seuss' state announced it will cease publication of 6 of his titles due to racist tropes. Some conservative talkers there have been quick to label Dr. Seuss as the latest victim of cancel culture. But over the decades, many beloved children's books have been quality updated to remove racist content. Some people will have never read their childhood favorites in the original form because they were updated long before modern audiences saw them. They go on to talk about the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, which debuted in 1927 and 1930 respectively, were originally packed with unflattering portraits of ethnic villains who were swarthy. I'm glad they use that word swarthy. I'm very glad they use that word swarthy. It means dark. Dark
like pirate. They use that context of pirate.
Real quick, hook nose or dark and rather stupid looking. The reason why I said I'm glad they use the word swarthy is because that's how, if you ever read old like things about the Spanish Inquisition, it'll talk about the Jews being swarthy, which meant black. But when you get to this point in life, they start trying to make like it's dark skinned white people, like white people with a tan. But that's how they just flip shit though. But
I thought that meant, I ain't gonna lie, I used to think that meant like cutthroat, like a slickster,
yeah,
kind
of like a cone. but that swarthy word, I'm glad that it was used in this particular article because that's how they used to describe our ancestors up in Spain. A lot of people don't know that our people didn't start in Africa. Like, it was during the Spanish Inquisition, which Christianity was trying to spread, and they was having conflicts with the Israelites or Jews, people from the tribe of Judah, who was still keeping Torah, following the rules of the Most High. So what they would do, they couldn't get them to change. So what they started doing was shipping adults to Africa, to the west coast of Africa, selling them, exiling them, but they would keep their children. Because it's easier to, manipulate the children and get them into Christianity and shit like that. But when you go back...
Moses.
Who?
You like the Egypt story?
What about
her? The Prince of Egypt story.
Hell, I got the little dusty ass white people.
No. I'm talking about that's how they tried to play it out. Like, the motherfucker, they took their kid and then tried to raise them up on some other shit, basically.
Definitely, but even Egyptians were black people.
Right.
But in this case, though, I'm just glad they use that word swarthy and shit, because that's how we describe it if you ever go back and read some of the literature. But Dr. Seuss, how you feel about that? What they say about Mr. Potato Head is Steve Harvey caricature. They said that he made dangerous Steve Harvey or George Jefferson. How are we offended by this shit? Are you offended by any of this?
They just really reaching too damn far. Like, you finna have to go change Huckleberry Finn, Nigger Jim. And, you gonna have to let that shit sit, like, let that shit be like motherfucking,
y'all can't rewrite history.
One cartoon, Bugs Bunny and all them racist ass cartoons.
Thomas!
I think Pepe Le Pew just got canceled too.
But hold on. We're gonna talk about Pepe, because hold on. That whole weight. Dr. Seuss, Mr. Potato Head, that shit don't bother me. It's these particular things is written at a certain era. You know what I'm saying? It was a certain era when it was okay. That's back in the days where we was walking down the street and somebody said, "Move, nigga," you had to move. You know what I'm saying? You get your ass across that street. So we can't rewrite that shit, man. It's like y'all trying to erase history and shit and make people docile. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand, man. If you start erasing history and shit, that's how it gets repeated. So
Mr. Potato Head was already the first trans fucking toy anyway, nigga. They had Mrs. Potato Head sometime. Nigga, you could put, that nigga had red lips. Like, nigga, like, you don't know what the fuck it was. It was a potato, nigga. It was a toy.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Pepe Le Pew was a fucking rapist.
Damn.
Pepe Le Pew had me
That's what
feeling.
Dave Chappelle said.
Pepe Le Pew had me feeling confident. I needed 3,000 no's because of Pepe Le Pew. You had to circle no 3,000 times and shit for me to almost think you ain't like me. I was going.
That nigga was trying to fuck other species.
And he stank.
He didn't give a fuck.
He stank.
She wanted that man for real.
He a skunk trying to fuck a cat though.
See, Juvie still got that rape culture in his head. Juvie still got she wanted it.
He trying to fuck a cat the whole time.
Man, that he was confused. That cat had a stripe, nigga. That was a cat, nigga.
Yeah, he was a
That
skunk.
was a cat. No,
He-
Peppy was a cat, a skunk.
Oh,
That was a
He was
cat
trying to fuck
that
a
was
cat.
fucking with the paint and the white stripe got on his back. Pepe Le Pew was confused, French, and horny. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you was a horny ass
This nigga name was Pepe Le Pew. The stank, nigga.
God.
What the fuck was we watching? Fuck us. What adult was writing this shit, man? What sick ass adult was writing this shit?
Somebody in the war. This was propaganda film.
You feel me? Like, you sit there editing this shit on the computer looking dead at this shit.
Can you imagine the struggle that nigga going on at home and shit to go home and write that shit? Who turned him down?
I gotta say that.
What bitch with a stripe? Cruella DeVille? You want to fuck Cruella DeVille too?
Oh, that nigga was like, damn, when I was over in their trenches, those damn French. I was like, damn. Because they did use a lot of that fucking Looney Tunes shit. It's probably in the film, so maybe.
People don't remember like on like if you go on YouTube now, you can put in old Flintstone shit. Fred be sitting there with a cigarette in his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Big
what I'm
time.
saying?
Big
It
commercials.
was- the world changed. Like you can't just get mad at Joe Camel because he was a cartoon at one time. Joe Camel was cool.
Cartoons was for adults in the first place.
Definitely. Retarded adults. Short attention spans who never grew up. I'm one of them. I used to love The Simpsons.
Right?
That's what we got. That's what we got. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all got anything else you want to chop it up about? Any rapper get shot? Kanye got shot by Kim.
No.
We're not gonna talk about that, okay? We're not gonna talk about
I
that.
don't think nothing really
You
crazy
lost the hope.
going on at the moment.
Rappers, they get enough attention for stupid shit anyway, so
Fuck 'em.
we gotta expose the shit that people think is actually good outside of music.
Definitely.
That's what it is.
Juvie fight coming up. What we got?
Man, April 2nd. April 2nd. You know, man, look, I'm about to quit saying April 2nd, man. I'm just about to start putting
Spring.
motherfuckers on First Street. It's gonna be spring. You feel me? We
Yeah.
coming between April and May. Expect us back in the ring, man. We're gonna do it real big. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be real big, man.
It's always a big fucking deal when you're in the ring, bro. Like we said, this nigga putting his life on the line for the shit he love. He just do this shit.
Hell yeah. Then, you know, hopefully we can get the party cracking with Jason doing a comedy.
Oh yeah,
You know, in the after joint, that's just gonna be nuts.
yeah.
You know, do a real casual, you know, then do a little party.
That shit
Yeah,
was
it's
dope.
gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real crazy, man. It's gonna go up. So I can't wait.
What's happening?
New sketch every Monday on my YouTube.
And he just released one yesterday.
Yep, definitely just go watch Twerker's Conversation. If you think you saw the one some years ago, it's a remix for sure. To add a little flair on that shit. That's the official one now. Like I said, new video coming out next Monday. Like I said, I do sketch comedy as well. Funny videos. YouTube channel at @GoJasonR. Really all social media at @GoJasonR. No space in there. On Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And I've been adding some shit to Twitter, even though it's fucking Chinese spyware, according to President Trump. Former nigga than Trump. But then shows coming up soon. I'm about to go head over to one now. A little improvised situation.
Where is this at?
This is at Eddie's at the Fort on 56.
What time this shit? Oh,
Shit, probably 9:45, 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30, depending on how many people come through. You never know. But it's just like they throw shit in a hat and you just pick it out and.
you signed up though?
Yeah. So I'm gonna head over in a minute.
You think I'll focus on new material?
Oh yeah. I always want to do new material. I just I need the platforms to do it. The people be like, why you be doing open mics? I'm like, cause I'm constantly working on new shit. Even though I might showcase older shit, I'm constantly working on new shit to get that polished so I can fucking showcase the new shit.
Yeah. I'm about to say some old 80 shit. Word up. Word up. Shout out to everybody who rocks the best podcast you never heard of. Conceited Nobody. Catch us every Tuesday. Next week, man, my homie coming through. Illy motherfucking Octane.
Oh, it's been a minute.
We got some
Friend of the
shit to
show.
do. I definitely got to talk to him about mixing your shit fucked up. Me and Illy got to have that conversation on here.
The hibernation season coming too. The mixtape. I just got finished mixing. We got a couple tracks mixed. Me and Young Indiana producer coming. So
shout out.
yeah.
When you gonna bring him up here?
It's gonna have to be on an off day, like a Monday or some shit like that. If we can.
We're gonna rearrange because that's how I gotta get Buck up in here.
Okay. Yeah,
it be certain people who just can't
they
get
got,
in here
but
on Tuesday.
But you gotta get them in.
Yeah, especially Buck, man. He
Oh,
shows some love and shit. We definitely gotta rearrange some shit. And we can do this anytime. It's according to y'all schedule. Whenever y'all have it, we'll chop it up though. Thanks everybody tuning into the best podcast you never heard of, the Conceited Nobody, episode 156. Please stop fucking up Snowfall.
Be good, y'all.